Hodge.
Hey everybody, Hodge or Nintendo Hodge or Chris, whatever you want to call me, back here with another video. I got tagged by Ryan, aka the Vidya Gamer on YouTube, to do my top 5 most expensive NES games in my collection. So I just want to thank you for tagging me, Ryan. I really enjoy getting these tag videos, and it's been a long while since I've done one. So without further ado, let's get to my games. Valued at around $67 Canadian, we have Megaman. Don't have a lot of experience with this one. Megaman 2 seems to be the go-to game for a lot of people, including myself. This one is a lot more difficult than the other ones, but it is nonetheless in my collection, and this is number 5. Number 4 on my list comes in at about $80 Canadian, and that is Tetris. But not just Tetris, Tengen Tetris. Ugh, that's hard to say. Tengen Tetris. Love Tetris, tons of fun, always good trying to get the high score when you're playing these games. And actually, I have a complete Tengen set as well, so it's kind of cool that I have that. Coming in at number 3 on my list is a game from a series valued at around the $88 Canadian mark, and that is Dragon Warrior number 4. I actually own the whole Dragon Warrior series, and this one seems to be the more expensive one out of a lot of them. I only have experience with the first Dragon Warrior, played it as a ton as a kid. So much grinding in that game. I've heard nothing but good about the other ones in the series, gone on to be Dragon Quest as well, and I'm glad to have this one and the whole series in my collection. Number 2 on my list, valued at around the $100 mark Canadian. My personal favorite on the list of the 5 that I have, and that is Swoon. This is such a fun side-scrolling shooting game. If you have not seen Pat the NES Punk's video on this, go and check it out. He does a great review on the game. Very, very underrated game in my opinion. Tons of fun to play, and a decent difficulty curve as well. Before we get to number 1, just so this isn't too short of a video, I figured I would do a couple honorable mentions from my collection. Games that are higher value, but as well really fun games that I enjoy. And those 3 games would be Darkwing Duck, Lolo 3, or The Adventures of Lolo 3, and my personal favorite from these ones, G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe! This is another one straight from my childhood that I remember renting all of the time from the video store. And these 3 games are all in around the $50 mark. Alright, and the number 1 most expensive game in my NES collection, again, it is from a series, which I happen to have the whole series of, and that is Megaman 5. Again, I'm not 100% sure why this one is the more expensive one out of all of them. And it just beat out Swoon. It's like at $101, so it and Swoon toss up in value, but when I did the pricing off of Game Value Now, this one was above it, so just a coin flip. Alright, those are my top 5 most expensive NES games in my collection. That's a mouthful. I'm not actually going to tag anybody, but if you are watching this video, you feel like doing it, go right ahead, do it. I would love to know what your top 5 most expensive NES games are in your collection, or what are the top 5 most NES games you would love to own. I mean, there's a ton out there. So even if you don't want to do a response video, just leave a comment down below with your 5. Thanks again for watching. We'll see everybody again.